Too late, fool. You will not escape! Us? What in the name of... Gary?
I'm sorry, okay? I hadn't prepped this part of the dungeon yet. I haven't had the time.
But you don't suffer from this, do you? For more than 2 years, you've helped us to enhance our tools, grow our map libraries, and given us a warm welcome in the community of map makers and game masters. We are honored to be part of this community, and all we can say is thank you.
Bring it on.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of Welcome to the Mapness. I should change the title. There's too much welcome in there in the opening. Okay. However, hi everyone. My name is Till. I am one of the founders of DungeonFog, and it's Thursday night here in Austria, which means that I am usually prepping a map for my next office game. Unfortunately, the next office game is a month away. So instead, I am going to test the new asset pack that just hit the servers today, which is Cosmic Horror. And I will be building a map around this theme. And if you want to join me with ideas, just feel free to post ideas and suggestions in the chat. If you have a question and you want me to show something, probably you don't know how to do something in DungeonFog, or I was too fast, then just ask and I will do my best to catch the question, put a big question in front of it, and it will make my life easier to find it. Yeah, I'm not giving up. At some day, someone will put a big question in front of their question. Okay, however, Cosmic Horror. So this is what we're going to do. This is what I am going to do today with you. I'm going to build a Cosmic Horror map. And for that, zoom. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's switch screens. There you go. Okay, so I have prepped Cosmetic Horror. I think that one is for Carnival then. So next year it's going to be our Fasching set. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the focus. It decided that I need cosmetic updates, that I am the Cosmetic Horror, so he blurred me. And hello everyone, by the way. Hello Hans-Joachim, hello Steve, hello the rest of you. So, right, I wanted to show you what I did so far. I decided that a good way to put a Cosmic Horror map is in the inside of a ziggurat. So I have already started and created the ground layout for the ziggurat so that we don't waste time on doing the layout of the map and have more time decorating. And as you can see, it is a very basic map. It is entrance here, and then the players can choose whether to go left or right. So we might want to pick up different choices between what happens if they go left, what happens if they go right. Let's go right first. So if they go right, they have some rooms here. I haven't decided yet whether or not this will be prison cells or will they have doors. We will see. Maybe we merge some rooms and make this whole thing bigger. And then they will run into the first door, which might be a locked or a trap door. And behind that, the ziggurat opens. I was thinking that they would then have an entrance into the main chamber. And the main chamber consists of 2 floors, the upper floor and the lower floor, with a pyramid building up in the center. And they can also circle around. So if they want to go into the center, into the ground floor where the center pyramid is, Hi, Frankie. They actually would have to go around or through this door, or they need to jump down from the balcony that is surrounding this. So I have already created a little, little balcony here where I think the altar might sit, and this is probably where the portal opens. And sorry, my phone decided to ping, but you should be silent, my friend. So this is where the cosmic portal might sit and the evil might come through. Yeah, that's it. I have reserved some space for statues. And the whole idea behind the map is to make the most out of the cosmic horror set that we have. And for that also to make sure that we use everything so that we get a good understanding of what is part of this new asset pack. All right, so let's go in a little bit and let's bring up the asset pack. We can find the new asset pack under our flavor collection, and there sits Cosmic Horror. And there we have all the assets that are contained in there, which can be basically broken down into I don't know who saw the movie The Devil's Advocate. So we've created a lot of stone decoration that plays with this Hieronymus Bosch style of this giant picture or this giant mosaic that hang beneath the devil's desk in the movie The Devil's Advocate. So that was kind of an inspiration there. So it is a bit of a mix of cosmic horror and body horror. And we have a lot of those stone decorations. Then we have a lot of tentacle stuff, which is ghostly tentacles, so dark smoke tentacles, and fleshy tentacles. And then we have portals and void rifts, as well as a few plants and decorational objects. And there's also a new texture. We can see that one already being used in the walls here, that we might also utilize today. We actually will definitely utilize it because I was not very happy with the with my altar or my pedestal in here, so we might rework that one. Okay, but let's start with the entrance, and I believe what we want to do is, first of all, we want to make sure that a little bit of this twisted vegetation is bleeding into the crypt. So let's see, what do we have here? We have those regular plants. They are quite big. So let's make them a little bit smaller. Let's make them big for you at the beginning so that you can have a good look. So we have those leaves, and then we have a combination with those leaves and the kind of purple veins in there. And then they are also there as a glowing variant. We have those plants, and same, we have the glowing plants as well. So what we can do is, I think we can create, let's get rid of a few of those. We can, first of all, we might want to create something like this. So this could be a mix of plants that are growing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group them. Those are not glowing. And let's put them in there. So I can scale the whole thing down a little bit, and let's place it here. And here. I do think that for something like... Because what's the story behind? Well, apparently someone is trying to summoning the big bad, the old one, in the ziggurat, and so everything in the vicinity of the ziggurat is being twisted and morphed, and madness is taking its toll on the area. So we want to emphasize on that, and that means we might want to get some of those roots. Sewers. What about sewer roots? Lost civilization. Oh, come here. I want you. Yes, I think those roots are quite nice. But we're going to recolor them. There you go. And you do not drop shadow. And you're slightly more transparent. And also we're sending you in the back. What was the shortcut? I can't remember. It's right. Shift and full stop. Then you can automatically send it to the back. Okay, let's adjust that a little bit. And probably... I don't know. What about no? Bigger is not a good idea. I think that is quite good. And we might want to pick that up with brush textures at the end, but let's leave it like that for now. Let's see, what else can we do? I think what we should do is we should scare the heck out of our players the second they enter this. Now, actually, I think Andy did a great job, because it's really gory. But if you have a weak stomach, if you're not so much into body horror, then probably you should make a little bit of your way around this pack, because there are some quite gruel things in there. At least if you're really not into that. So we have this bloody tree here. And again, I apologize if that is not something you like. Then just make your way around it, because this is actually a tree made out of slain bodies. And you could then combine that and stack that up. If you remember the movie 300, we took the inspiration from this terrible tree that the 300 heroes find. Hi, Jonas. Well, maybe not. So what we can do is we can, and it should be this size, because this is, yeah, this is probably player size. I'm wondering, that is probably too much for the beginning. We want to come to that later. because we have the same as stones. So there are a lot of stone, kind of frozen in stone body shapes like this one. And I think there is one like this exactly. So we're going to make them here. And we are going to desaturate them. Make them a little bigger, probably above walls. Yes. Okay. So they are greeting the players as an entrance. Should we light them up? No. Should we darken them down? Probably a little bit. Okay, let's go to 200% so we can see that. Okay, so this is where the players enter. And this is this terrible mesh of stone bodies twisting in pain. Right. We might want to emphasize that they are stone by adding. I keep forgetting how I call them. It's rubble? No. Gravel, I think it is. Yes. Okay. Let's darken it a little bit, and the other one too. So that we know that they are of stone and they are broken a little bit. All right. So let's see what else can we do here. We do not want to introduce the flesh coral and the fleshy eye and the flesh mouth. We are going to introduce them in another room. Plants, we already have them. Maybe, yes, maybe we want to do one of the glowing runes. Yeah, I think so. I think what we should do is we should make them traps. So there is going to be let's make that a little bit smaller. There's going to be a rune here. Desaturate a little bit. You probably should not drop a shadow and you should be transparent. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I need to remember the settings. Okay, -75 and 75, I think is quite fine. Okay, but if we do -75, that would be easier for my brain. -75, 575. I can remember that. And let's take this rune. I think they are zodiac signs. I'm not really sure. I have to ask Tony what they are. And let's put it here. Oh, this exactly. So we have to do above walls. And just let me check. Size is good. Okay, so let's place it here. You do not drop shadow and you are... damn it. What was it? -75. 5. Oh, no, I don't want to tap there. 75. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make those traps, which means that at least, let's say at least, so they're wondering, let's say this one is an active one. Which means we use the glowing one instead. It does! It's the Holy Hand Grenade, and it's active. Okay, you do not drop shadow, you are above walls. And let's rotate it properly. You're emitting light, which is fine for me. I'm just wondering if it has to be so much light. Let's make it fainter. Oh, wait, 75. I wanted to make the light emit fainter. Let's do it at 50. Okay, so we have a glowing one, which might make my players curious. They're like, oh no, why is it glowing and why isn't that one glowing? And we can play with that. All right, so let's go back to 100%. What can we do? So I was thinking this might be something like burial chambers where we put bones and sarcophagus and stuff like that. Hello everyone. But what about this room? What can we do in this room? Do we already want to introduce the twisted reality where madness bleeds in? Or do we want to keep that for later, for probably somewhere up here? I think it would be, because of the space, it would be quite nice to do that already here. How can we make that happen? I'm wondering if we can do something with the walls. I'm not sure yet. I don't know yet. We will see. Yes, I know what we want to. Okay, I have an idea. Let's see if that works. So, what we want to do is there is a new texture, and as you might see, I have already used the texture in the walls, so we can actually just pick the texture from here. But let's set it back to original. Yes. Okay. It just didn't update properly here. So this is very swirly swirl. It's kind of a mix between those dream realm swirls and intestines. That was kind of what Tony and I were hoping to achieve here. What I'm mapping out today asks Der Raubfriese. I am, which by the way is an amazing name. We're testing the new Cosmic Horror asset pack that just today hit the server, and we are building a Cthulhu-esque ziggurat of the abyssal nightmare that is bleeding over. So we're trying to build something that kind of starts for the players, that kind of starts as a regular, oh, there's a ziggurat, maybe there's a ritual going on, and the more they progress, the more the madness kicks in. And while I'm talking, I think what we could do is we could say that this... Yeah, I think I like it. We could say that this sigil is actually blocking the passage. So they can't go beyond that. They can possibly... Maybe they can't even see beyond it. Maybe it is so bright and shining that everything here is like in a twisted, like underwater swirling atmosphere, and they can't really see, like if they were looking into a nightmare. Which means that whatever they are seeing here might be the event horizon, referencing the movie, the event horizon version of the temple, whereas they can't access that until they open or unlock this sigil, and they might need to do this somewhere here. Okay, So this should be... What do you say, chat? Do we want to go like Event Horizon flesh, blood, gore? Or do we want to colorize everything into a black purplish nightmare? I don't know. I'm open for both. Just to show you the difference, maybe we can decide based on the difference. So this would be fleshy flesh. Let's show the rest of the things that we can add to that. So we can add those disgusting eyes that are staring out of there. We have that terrible, let's make that bigger because it is really disgusting. We have that terrible mouth that can bleed out of this texture. And I think what also fits quite nicely is from the, so we have the flesh coral, which is, again, let's make it bigger so you can see. Looks like that. Yes, so the Raubfriese already says, goes too much in your face, go for subtle. I agree. So what we, oh, I have never tested that. Let's see what happens if it actually works quite nicely. What about you, my friend? Yep, works too. Okay, I think what we should do is we should make this... that's what I wanted to test. I want to... Because not all of the walls should be like that. I think it should be probably... Let me do that with the brush for a second. It should be coming from here, because that's where it bleeds into reality, and then it kind of takes this place. So this is... Yeah, let's go out here. So this is where the madness is happening. This is where it already has bled through. And although I love the texture, I think it is very intense. So we should be careful with overusing this texture. I think we should use it as emphasis for some areas. So if I blow that up, that's better. But I believe there is another texture which would be quite fitting. And I kind of fell in love with that texture because I saw it in one of the submissions for the Master of the Tools contest. So let's add another one. And I think that one is under Space Planets. I think there it is somewhere. Nope. Yes. Aliens. Nope. Then it was under Nature somewhere. Oh man. I'm always looking for this texture. I keep forgetting where it is. And what it's called. Wood. Maybe it was here. Wood. Natural wood. No. Sorry, that will take a bit because I need to search this. Was it not alien? I thought it was planet surface. Were you? No. Moon surface? No, definitely not. What? Cracked stone? No. No, alien, no, 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 no. Although that might be interesting too. Sci-fi. What about you? No, you know, we might need you. Round. Crypt. You already are able to favorite textures when you add them in your asset manager to your collections. But we have a task for fall this year to rework the whole asset library, the way it is working, the way it is looking and accessing. It's getting a complete overhaul, and then you will be able to quick link, quick reference them to your favorites just by clicking on add to favorite, add to favorite. Also, browsing them will be much easier. Backgrounds, styles, grids, dragon, no. Was it metal? I can't believe it was metal. I thought it was, I really believed it was under nature. No. Natural, oh, there you go. Natural subterranean under dirt. Woo. Which is ground. Dirt. I didn't decollapse it. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Natural subterranean. There you go. Ha. You know what I was looking for. Thank you, Tokla. So that was the texture that I really liked. And I think we can use it. We can maybe we can find a way to mix them. Because if we go and colorize it, can we colorize it just by? I think so. That was a bit too much. Yes, maybe a little bit lighter. There you go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce you a little bit. I want to see how they two add up if I mix them, which means I need to send you to the front. I think that works quite nicely, although I think you could be smaller. Yep. And also, now let's make you, oh no, subtract. Okay, we're going to, so which means this one, we're going to add more to it. We're going to say, okay, this is here. It's going to be like that, which means that for this shape, we can now add a spot here, maybe here, and here. Maybe we can make it like this. What if I reduce your opacity a little bit? Yes, very nice. Okay. Which means maybe I can. Nope, that's not working. It's getting confusing. Like it's too much. That was better. Okay, so there are I've buried my props here, which are just placeholders at the moment. So let's use them properly. Flash eye, flash eye, flash eye. Oh, my coral wasn't colorized yet, so we're going to. Maybe that could be something completely different, like that, like that. The mouth is so disgusting every time. So let's make the mouth here really big. And let's rotate those eyes a little bit so that they are like watching. Don't drop shadow. Don't drop shadow. And what I wanted to do is in the bounty hunter set, in the organic, this is quite a nice synergy for the bounty hunter sci-fi organic assets. There's a lot of stuff that works quite well with that. For example, the desk overlay, this thing here. I think that could be bleeding out of the wall here, and maybe out of that wall, but smaller. And I shouldn't have done that because I should have colorized it first. And this, what? Yeah, something like that, I feel. A little bit more vibrant. Or do we want to be, no, darker. We don't want it to be darker. Okay. What else do we have? I actually feel like, okay, up, undo. That's not what I wanted to do. That's too much. I think it should blend more. And that is going to be something like a pool in the center. Right, let's see, what else do we have? Organic, what's that? I think this is going to add very nice. Ooh, those are eyes, even better. Can we make use of them here? No, but I have another eye. Let's see if I can fit you into one of those. I like it. Okay, what else do we have here? I think it's getting quite cramped already. Although I think those tendrils might be fun too. I don't know where to put them though. Frankie Liga asks if DungeonFog supports any animated textures, and the answer is no, not yet, unfortunately. Because the renderer currently has no frame animation. But with Deus we are changing that, so the desktop application and the battle map editor in the desktop application will then have animated, or the possibility to do animated lighting, animated textures, animated assets. Is there anything, der Raubfriese fragt, is there, oh my god, mixing German and English. It's getting worse. Mixing German and English. Is there anything the madness is bleeding out of? A sigil, a statue or something? The players might encounter trigger in another room. So what you say is, unless they do not trigger this room would be normal. But once they do something, they trigger and it starts bleeding. Like bleeding out, bleeding into our reality. This dungeon has Zerg infestation. Yeah, it does. That might be interesting. That's actually quite a nice idea. Which means that we could have two versions of that room. One that is regular and one that is being twisted. Yes, that sorry. Der Raubfriese just said, or this room is kind of a warning sign not to do something weird stuff in other areas. Yes, that was my intention, my first intention. Yeah, it might have been vomited out of that mouth, or I was thinking that this was actually like a flower that opens and madness and twisted reality is spreading around this. So we could actually say that this flower is what is starting to bloom outside of the ziggurat, and this is kind of the carrier. That brings this over the world. So unfortunately, we don't have a closed version of that one. So we just say this is the open version, and maybe move it a little bit more, yeah, in the center, so that we can actually tell that this is where it's starting to bleed from. Blooming madness. And I think this is too much. Too much. Go away. There you go. No, instead we are going to use more of those to give this a more corporal. Let's do this from, let's work with this idea. Okay, so the flesh coral is on top. And this is actually growing out of it. And maybe we should colorize it something like that. There you go. I think this looks quite cool. That is pretty disgusting. And now I'm wondering if I should colorize those into the bluish tune. Ooh. We should really go for animated assets. Look at that. Look into my eyes. No, I think it was quite good the way it was before. Okay, so this is that room, and for the transition, let's see if we can play with more textures here, but I don't think so. I believe that we're now overloading this room quite drastically. There is this aged stone tiles. And I'm just curious if I add those and I colorize them. Hmm, 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 hmm. What do you think? I think that works. So we could do the same thing here and then here. Okay, so this is the flesh gory part. Now let's go clockwise and let's go for this room. Wait, that actually works quite well. So let's continue with that. Okay, let's see what we can put here. We actually have, and I can't remember where. Let's see if we can combine this statue that is going to stand here. Nope, that one is not a good statue because the wings are completely useless. Let's go for this statue. I think this is even creepier if we go for that one. You need to deflower that room. Why does that sound really weird? Okay, but actually, what I want to do is I want to combine this with there it is. But let's not go full I love it. Our Cthulhu worshipper slash illithid. Is the buried kraken? I wonder if we have a full kraken head. I know that it's protruding out of water, so there is a Cthulhu statue. There's a Cthulhu statue, and we're going to place that one here, of course, because if they haven't realized what they're up against by then, they're completely hopeless. But I wonder if the kraken head buried. Kraken head, are you? Yeah, you're better because you're not buried. So we can use you. Hello. I think it, yes, it was just a rendering update bug. So, okay, a statue goes in there and the Kraken head needs to be above walls and goes in there, and we are going to adjust it. That looks so cool. Okay, but I forgot what I wanted to do, and I wanted to try this. I have no idea if that works. Is I wanted to, well, the floor can be, come on, pick up the texture, can be this one, and the wall can be this one. Now I wanted to do this. Yes, but we need to tweak it a little bit because I think this one has 8 and 6. So the other room, where is it? Rooms. This one needs to be 8 ups and 6 as well. So this is what I wanted to do, so that the walls are also being overgrown. What if you slightly tint the statue purple? Yeah, of course, we can try that. So we can tint the statue a little bit into purplish. And the head. Like that. So we can now use the same and what I want to do is I want to edit this. Nah, no snap to grid. I just want to, now I need to be precise. I want to do this because now we can put another sigil in front of it, which could be, go away, go away. Outdoor, go away. What could be a nice one? This one, apparently. Okay, what if we... I'm just playing around. I'm just curious. What if we do this for... That's really cool. So we can do... Actually, we can do the same thing with this sigil as well. Okay. And I think you need to be somewhere here. Yep. Can you give the statue kind of negative lighting, making things a bit darker around it? Yeah, I think I can. I'm just trying, because let me just test something. What if I... No. What if I move this? Hmm. Let's leave that here. We can do this. No, I want to do this just by brushing. Yes, do it. No, go away. I don't want you. Above walls. And now opacity. Let's reduce the softness quite drastically, because I think what we can do, I'm not sure if I can make it work, but I think what we can do is we can work with a very hard shape, like a hard edge on the brush. Going to subtract mode, make this a lot smaller. And now let's make it a little bit softer. Yeah. And more opacity and a little bit softer. So I think now the statue looks a little bit like it is emitting a darkness from the center. And to emphasize that, oh no, that's the smallest I can get. There you go. Ah. First of all, you, my friend, are not a light source. Second, you are above walls. Where's the eye? I can't find the eye. There it is. Okay. Here. And here. I like it. Okay. Oh my god, that looks amazing. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. This one is not only going to be finished. No. I didn't want to do the doors. I wanted to go in here. So the illicit statue. No, I want the black in here and the two fires in here. So this is my statue now, and this is going to be prop template. Illicit statue category. What could be, well, cosmic horror is going to be, and the tag is going to be madness. I don't know why I'm creating this tag. Okay, so the eyes are purple flames, the small purple flames. There you go, small purple flame, or fire. But actually, because for duplicating, I think I'm going to. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I have the stairs over there already. Well, that's fine. I can make the rest. So let's get rid of those stairs first of all. Then let's take the stairs. The stairs. Duplicate. Put them over. I think it was something like that here. And flip horizontally. Maybe. Or, oh my god. Why ain't it flipping? Uh-huh. Okay. Now let's put it here. Now let's take the sigil and bring it over here. Nope, that should be like this. And like this. Okay. Okay, so let's go for this room next. And I already said I want this to be, how do you call that? A boneyard, mausoleum. There's a specific word I'm looking for. Oratory? No. Where bones are stacked under the ceiling. Ossarium. That's at least that's the German word. So, I think they should, you know what? I think those walls should be crumbled. So, what we're going to do is, we are actually, I'm trying to avoid work, but I can't come up with a great idea how to do that. So we're just going to split this into several. So now we can, okay, first of all, let's move you away for now so I can work with that. A charnel house. Okay, thank you. So there are several. This has been closed down, so the walls have been built, and they just broken and crumbled, so the bones are now spilling out. And we are going to try to make this look as crumbled as possible for this one. So which means that we can take those wall segments and make them cave inside and outside. U2, cave inside and outside. Cave inside and outside. And U2. Okay. And we're going to do some shapes here. Let's do that right now. So this is where the wall is broken, and now comes the tedious work. No, I'm going to save the tedious work for later, because now we're going to do the same thing here. Hidden, it's broken here. Hidden, and I think we can move both those a little bit up here. So that one should be cave outside. Sorry, cave inside. We actually don't need the outside because you will not be able to enter it. Okay, and now we can just duplicate, rotate. Okay. So, oh no. I'm still trying to save work here. Okay. Thanks to Snap to Walls. This is really a nice, helpful thing. So we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you. And you should be hidden. And you should be hidden. And there, I can't remember which one was. I think you should be hidden. And you should be hidden. And let's bring it back. Okay. And now we can use a very nice texture because in our graveyard, which is ground crypt, there we have those, let's see, dirt patches with bones, or nope, that's not enough bones. No. Yeah, I think I'm, what is that? Bleached bones. Yeah, I think we will go for that. And because I made this and now I should actually pay attention to it. And I should name my rooms. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ossuary 1, 2, and 3. Then I don't know what you are. Oh, you must be somewhere up there, up there, up there. This is right corner 1, which means that you all need to sit below. And now we have the crumbled walls again. That's what I was aiming for. And now let's go for the brush tool, because now we can make it a little bit bigger. And make the bones bleed out, but apparently, of course, they need to be at the bottom. And then we can mix it, finish brush, with the half-buried bones and start to add some more of that here. And then we have piles of bones. Pile of bones. I think we should have at least one, but that is, well, actually that works quite good. It's a little bit too intense. We need to reduce it a little bit. Saturation will not do anything for me, but opacity will help a lot. You do not drop a shadow. No, not bigger. Bigger is not helping here because it would break. The only thing we can do is as we pile up, they are getting a little bit bigger, which creates the feeling of that it is getting closer to the camera, which creates a little bit of 3D effect. Okay, so that looks quite cool. Boards with skulls. Yes, let's do that. So we need, I can't remember how I called that. Plank, no. I think it most likely will be something like a shelf, bookshelf, no. Modern shelf, no. Kiora shelf, we might use that one. Empty shelf, Victorian bookshelf. So this, I think, is actually the best because it is exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to make a shelf here. And we're going to make a shelf here. Although it should be a little bit smaller. Nope, I wanted to go here. Skull. What kind of skull are you? Oh, nice. And I think what we should do is we should make this with candles. There's a candle set, and we can use those dripping candles, candle wax. So there's a little bit of candle wax here, but apparently it should be... Oh, that's way too much at the bottom. Come up a little bit. Okay. Candle triple lit. Let's put them here. We're going to adjust that a little bit in a second. And let's put one, okay, in the middle here, which means that you, my dear skull, I'm not sure if you're the right one. No. Should move over here. We tried not to sleep tonight to avoid nightmares, but still worth it. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, still not what I wanted to do. Okay. And now I need to do the same thing with those skulls here. Oh, for... Okay. In that case, it's... So let's play with the candlelight. Let's adjust that. Let's make that work. This is, again, too much. Let's reduce it. But we could actually... Let's try that. Let's make it like this, but because it is being limited like this, let's put it back here. So this is all the light can emit. We can make it probably a little bit bigger so that we get more shadows. And let's see if we... that's not really helping. No. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. I've just received a very, very kind compliment. Thank you, der Raubfriese. Okay, so I'm wondering if we can do something in here to emphasize shadow and lighting in here. Maybe we should place, you're going to see what I mean, place a coffin somewhere. Like here. And have it cast a shadow. So let's see if we can ramp up 70. There's a question from Peter. Illumination of light, can that be set by map scale for all lamps, as in 60 feet? Unfortunately, no. You can't take a like select all lamps and set the same luminosity. The best way is, that's what I'm doing usually, is I'm trying to find the perfect setting for the one light source, and then I'm duplicating the same light source. But if you would have to change it, unfortunately, you would have to go light by light by light by light. I do remember, however, that this was discussed in our Discord already, and it is on the wish list of things that we want to address once we work over lighting, which might not be this year anymore, but still. Okay, let's see how, oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Let's see how that looks. So we're definitely going to need a light source in here. Oh my god, it's getting even better. Although we will have to make this a little bit brighter. Man, I think those statues are the most... Oh no, what have I done? Where's my offset? Masks. Direction 90. And left, right, back, front. Let's see. Ah, okay. It's working, but it needs to... Wait, what? It's working, but it needs to be enter. Okay. And direction 90, and I just need to, okay, let's make this 3. And let's see if it's the same here. So there should be the offset 1%. That should fix that. 3. And direction minus 270. That's fine. So this statue is by far the creepiest statue that I've ever created. This is nightmare pure. Now I'm wondering if we should return and make those light sources not that big, not that much. Like the light source should probably be something like 1.2. No. 1.6. What was it? 0.6. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's decide. do we like it like this with glowing eyes which shed more light, which will reduce from the emanating dark? No, I think this looks much better. Although the glowing effect is much better here, we need to reduce the... Let's go 3. Yes. Okay. But we can now... I will copy the statue over later. I will do this later. Let's go for the eye. And let's use you. As a very... Me stupid. I should have made them invisible before I duplicated them all over. And you could be much smaller. We just want the mouth. Yes. Not sure why I'm wearing my headset anyways. However, we will. So either we will have to increase the room because this, I mean, it's really creepy for players to run in such a dark room. But it's barely visible. I don't know how visible it is for you. Yeah, it looks quite good. I fear that it might be too dark for the players. So I'm wondering if I should increase that range and at least light it up a little. I think that's better. We still have those emphasis on those things. But at least it adds a little bit of light here. I do find that this is really cool, although not intended in the first place, because this is exactly what you've been talking before, which is the negative light. This kind of looks like negative light here. But we are going to need a light source here as well, and I actually think we could. It's quite dark. Can you raise the ambient light slightly? Yes, of course I can. So let's bring it back to, let's go to 60. Because if it's too dark for you on stream, then it's not fun to watch. I'm not sure. I think this room can be creepy. We're going to put some lit candles under the... Oh, sorry. Under the statue, you do not drop a shadow. So we have a little bit of a light source here. Maybe somewhere like here. Okay. So we have a little bit of light here, and we're going to brush stuff like that. Going to add brushes later. Let's focus on, so we have that, we have the statue, so let's do this room. Okay, so first of all, I think we have quite a disgusting, neat little altar for our cosmic horror. And there are two versions. I'm going to, no, where am I? That's not what I wanted to. Modern, flavor, candles, go away. Bones, don't need them now. Cosmic horror. Okay, let me show you. So first of all, this is what I said when I said the Devil's Advocate. If you have seen the movie, this is the altar that we have created, inspired by was it Robert De Niro? I don't think so. I think it was I'm always mixing them up. It's too late. I can't remember. Al Pacino. Thank you very much, Frankie. It was Al Pacino. And he had this twisting image, like marble statue thing behind him. That when I watched the movie, I felt like that was the creepiest thing about the whole movie. So was it a giant mirror? I always felt like it was something like made out of marble stone, and then suddenly it began to move. So that was the inspiration for that. When Tony and I sat together, we said, okay, we want to do an altar that looks like that. And there is also, and I think this is even cooler, that one. Okay, so this is going to be our glowing altar. And it is going to sit in this room. It might be above walls, so that will save our lives a little bit. It's going to be like this, very much smaller. And here. Which, by the way, means that this room is not blocking light. Because it is below, it's indented in the ground. It is the lower level that we're looking down. So we can say that this is not blocking light. So everything we do with light sources is going to ignore that. So we can put the altar here. And I would say, now that's the question, do we want to have bones? Or do we want to have that one bleeding out from the altar? That is good. So this is at the bottom. And we might do one above walls so that we get the impression that this is creeping down. But it still should be... Oh, okay, gotcha. That you have to be in here. And then we need to move you over. So now it's creeping down. Okay. It'd be nice if you could have a light reduction value on that. You mean on the altar, Forecaster? You just said it'd be nice if you could have a light reduction value on that. You mean like this? Like if the indented room was very deep, only 10% of the light might make it to the bottom. Oh, okay, got you. The indented room. Yes, we can adjust the ambient light in here, and we could say minus 10%, for example, or even minus 20%. Like you would be swimming through darkness. Ooh. What if, I'm just putting it out there. What if the indented room has space? Let's see what else have a dark space. Ah, okay, I got you. I got you. I mean, adjusting the amount of light that is allowed through from other rooms, like a dampener, where you say, okay, whatever light you're emitting, what I'm receiving is dampened by XY. Yes, nice idea. I think not even hard to implement, probably complicating with some of the above wall settings, but I would like if you remind me, or if you just add it to our sleep plan wish list, I think that would be definitely something that we could take into account for the lighting rework next year. Okay, so sorry, that was inspired. You inspired me to something completely different here. What if this is actually kind of floating in space? Now, Guy showed me a really neat trick how to create a more spacey look. I hope I can reproduce it. I think we've done that already once. There is seafoam. There you go. I'm not sure which one. I think probably this one. Okay, if I blow this up quite a lot, I think I can blow this up to 1000%. Oh, stop scrolling, my friend. And I place you in here. Now let's make sure that you do not drop a shadow and that you are at the bottom of everything. I can colorize you, and I can make you something like a reddish purple. There you go. Duplicate, rotate, make it a little bit smaller, place you here. At the bottom. And make it a little bit. No. Change the color to bluish. Okay. Yes. So I saw this guy showed me this when he was building a space map. And he said, "Oh, by the way, Till, look at this map." And I said, "Yeah, it's beautiful, but you've cheated. I'm pretty sure we don't have those nebulas and you took them from somewhere else." And he was like, "Nope, I used seafoam for that." And I was like, "What?" And now I was able to do the same thing. Duplicate, and let's put one more down here. But that one should, of course, be... I don't like the green. I think we should go more into something like orangey. That was actually quite good. Okay. Valby Gem says, "Lol, my character walks into that room and walks right back out." Nope. Yeah, probably. So what we have to do is we have to connect those. I thought we could. How did I do that? Oh wait, I need to lock my seafoam, otherwise I will never ever be selecting anything else. So I was actually... Okay. I just need to remember how I did that. So let's go to 35 grid size and let's put you down here. So you're leading upwards like this. And then over here. And I actually do like that. They don't have a wall. Now this doesn't work for my stairs anymore. Probably have to make them smaller. And they need to be only here. Something like that. Now we have this weird mix between those two. Which we are going to solve by using our brush. Now we've solved that. And this should have... Do we really need this then? Like, what if we just use one like this? I think that looks much... It looks a little bit better. But that looks even better. I think that looks better because it makes it more floating. It creates more dread to falling into the void. And what we then do is we And sorry, now I'm getting creative here. Let's make this circular, because that will fit our theme much better. So yeah, that's fine. Let's leave it like that. Although I feel it should be full circle. Yeah, I think so. So we will need to rework this a little bit. Let's put the stairs here. Let's get rid of those points and this one too. So we can make this one circular. Now we can extend this room point here and this room point here and put the stairs here. And now let's not do that. I can live with that. Let's split the wall and split the wall. I think the points are accurate now. So if I hide you, I should have my stairs leading up there. If I... What's your room name? You are Circle Center. And you are Bridge. So if the Circle Center sits beneath the bridge, I wanted to avoid that, but we're going to fix it. What if you make the stairs above walls? Yeah, I'm actually trying to do something similar. I feel like now I am where I want to be almost. Circle, and you circle into the center. Oh. And now we're going to shift you a little bit, just a little bit. What if I do them above walls? Well, it's only helping so much. And the only problem I have is being stupid. Because now it's sorted. But my stairs are like this. Okay. So finally we can end, I think, one of the most beautiful props from the current setting. And that is the portal stars. Because if we place that here, you can see the stars. And I think this is just beautiful. So look at that. That's a really creepy map. Oh my god. So players enter, we have the gory whatever nightmare flower blooming here that is spawning those abominations. We have those terribly creepy Cthulhu statues standing there. We haven't paid any attention up here. We haven't been there yet. But now we have that. So what we can do now is we can play with the... I'm not even sure if we can make it work with all the beauty in there, but we could have something like out of the nothingness here. And they need to be above walls. I would just place a few of those, and then we can duplicate and play around with them. So let's build a setting. So we have this. Did we just use this? No, we didn't. Scale up. We have this. There is this one rising. And I think there is another one. There should be. That's the one we already have. Yes, that's the one we already have. We have that one. We have that one. And then we can add some more smoke tentacles. Okay, so let's see. What if they come from the portal? I want to have, from the portal, I want to have those ghostly ones. Oh, people are seconding that. So you don't want them to be out of the... Well, there you go. It's your call. Let me just quickly colorize them. So it was -62. That's all I did. -62. -62. Okay, so you want them actually... Problem is, then they will be hiding our beautiful stars, but that's fine. If we make them... How about you? What about you? What about you? What about you above walls? Okay. So here they are coming out of the portal. And I'm wondering if we could slightly... adjust those colors a little bit. Okay. So here they're coming out of the portal. Yeah. Oh, you have just arrived to see how the world ends. What are you going to do? Roll initiative. And no, come back at the table. We haven't finished that game yet. So what about those void rifts? Maybe we can place them here. I do think, however, they are very dark. They aren't intended to be like, this is how they usually look. So if we place them here, they might need to be, ooh, beautiful. What if I take this, make it a lot bigger, and then I can't do the light source here. Such a shame. But it would be killing my effect anyway, because then we wouldn't see the glowing light sources. But we could light source. But nah, this they're competing. Okay. Let's ignore that light source for a second. What if I turn you off and I just have you as a light source, but you should, of course, be. That's really cool, but not what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. I think we're getting the point here. Let's see if I can do one here. Like they are randomly spawning here in space. Which means that we could. Well, Valby Gem, initially it was just for fun building that map, but now I'm going to definitely use it in one of my games. And of course, I will share it. I will make it public in the public library. So you can take it, you can finish the map, because we're not going to finish the whole map tonight. But you can take it, you can rework it until you like it, and then you can play on that map too. Yeah, of course we will. I will share the experience, because I think it was Bodhi who said he really wants to play a Cthulhu game, a Cthulhu one-shot with us. And so actually he wants to DM, but I feel like I could hand the map to him and say, look, do whatever you like with that. But I would definitely return the favor. So if he's running a Cthulhu game for us, I might be returning the favor running a Cthulhu game for where he's a player. And then we're going to use this map. And then I will definitely tell you about the reactions. Okay, I'm not going to do that. That will cost hours. I will do this. Let's mirror you. No, actually, that was better before. And let's create a group that's called Ghostly Tentacles. And let's put all of them into the group. Because now I can just do this. Let's make it smaller here. Bring more variety into that. Yes, so what you can see is if you want to flip them, I can just select them and I can flip them horizontally or vertically, but that is not going to help me here. Scale them up a little bit, and then I can go in and flip single ones, like this one is probably. So we can go in afterwards and add some more variety to it. I was just trying to create something like a baseline. And it's dying. So it's going, it's reduced. No. It's reducing effect to here. Then let's do the same at the bottom. Duplicate. Duplicate. Let's flip them. Smaller one. And there you go. Okay. Back to 100%. Let's see where we are. Just out of curiosity. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was so stupid. I should have set them above walls. I haven't, so now I have to live with that. Okay. So there we are. And to be honest, I think we're through. Do we have any? Yes, we have. Oh, we have some very interesting corner decorations that we haven't used yet. Also, I think we haven't used our disgusting stone body statues to its full extent. Oh, what if we use them. Ooh, yeah, I like it. So we have a little bit, this is a little bit more straight, I believe. No, it is not. Well, but that could be to add at least some variance to it. Well, doesn't matter. Like you're holding this. This is like holding it on the shoulder, a little bit like Atlas, who is carrying this on his shoulder. Okay, so we have them, and we have. I want you as corner elements, if possible. Let's see. What? Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, we could have dead bodies floating in space. Okay. So, last thing for tonight is let me show you those neat little corner elements. I think they are quite cool. Where are they? Here they are. Although I think if we're using no, that. Come on, let me select you. There you go. Let's desaturate, make it a little bit darker so you fit the. Ah, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, thank you. I do not want to edit you anymore. Okay. With the same hue the sigil have. Okay, because we have a glowing one too. Like we could have, if you prefer the glowing corner element, that actually, where is it? Where is it? So you're emitting light here, but you are emitting light like that, which means that you have a little corner offset, and now you should be almost perfect. Yes, okay, I can live with that. So there you go. And now, oh wait, maybe let's do it like this again. No. Set it back here. Nah, I can live with that. That's fine. Okay, we can tweak that later. Let's duplicate and stop scrolling. Put you here. Ah. And here. Scale to fit. Well, let's give it 80%. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have created quite an amazing cosmic horror map tonight. I did not expect that. I'm absolutely amazed, positively surprised. I need to change that back to 70%, 70 pixels, and now we have the amazing ziggurat of the old one. And I think most players will run away in fear if they get there. Which is, by the way, it would be an absolute perfect, like, if you replace that with something like an Elder Brain pool, and those are the Illithid, that is quite a cool D&D Illithid cosmic horror map as well. So I hope you have fun. I had a lot of fun building that. And I wasn't sure if this is a cosmos space thing worked, but at the end it turned out amazing. So I'm proud of everything we did tonight. Thank you very much for all the great suggestions and your input. And have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening wherever you are. I am going to be back on stream on Tuesday when we will have another community stream, DungeonFog community stream. And until then, I say thank you very much, everyone, and happy map making. See you. Bye.